Hello there, Capricorn. Thank you so much for stopping by for your tarot video forecast for the week of April 25th through May 1st. What you guys have coming up for Monday is the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords is just telling me that on Monday you have something coming up that is causing you some kind of heartache. Now, this can be anything as serious as a betrayal from someone that you care greatly about, all the way up to just seeing something on the news, on the TV that makes you just go, oh. How terrible. So there's all kinds of range here. I don't want anybody to think, oh, this is something terrible, bad news that's going to happen. It doesn't necessarily have to be. It can be something that is on a smaller scale that just impacts your heart. It impacts how you feel. Okay, so let's move on to Tuesday, Capricorns. Nine of Cups showing up. Nine of Cups is telling me that you're in a pretty good emotional place, and I feel like you have a lot of happiness and joy to share on Tuesday. So I feel like you're kind of the person in the workplace or wherever you are going, whether you're on vacation, whether you're just around, your neighborhood, wherever you are. I feel like you're the person that is kind of carrying this infectious happiness on Tuesday. So happiness is an interesting thing because we can be happy because there's a reason to be happy, or we can be happy because we choose to be happy. And so this could actually come up either way for you Capricorns. But either way, I see you having a very positive impact on the word that's coming to me is the neighborhood. So for a lot of you, this is going to have to do with something in your neighborhood. Um, But definitely on your sphere of influence, for those of you that it doesn't apply in the neighborhood, could be, the people that you work with. If you're on vacation, the people you're vacationing near, all kinds of different things. But this is you being infectiously happy and that happiness being contagious to other people around you. Now, let's move on to Wednesday, Capricorn. You've got the Two of Clubs showing up in reverse. And the Two of Clubs in reverse just tells me you have a decision to make on Wednesday, and this decision has to do with two different things that you would really like to move forward with. So this can be about two relationships that you're into both of these people. You have a lot of pros for either one of these relationships, but you have to choose one or the other. This could be about two dinner invitations where you have to choose one or the other. This could be about two projects at work where you just have to prioritize one over the other because you don't have enough time, energy, or resources to sink into both of these. And for some of you, this is going to be more than one option. You're going to have to choose between more than one thing that you're very excited about. So if you don't, here's the thing, if you don't make the choice, you don't really move forward in any kind of noticeable way with any one of these things. If you do make the choice, then you can at least move forward with that one that you're making the time and the energy for and that you're prioritizing. I do see you procrastinating on this decision on Wednesday. You really are having a hard time with it because it is options that you like all of these options. So or both of these options, whatever the case may be. And that's making the decision really tough for you. Now, I am going to tell you something, and of course I'm a little prejudiced, but this is the perfect thing to get a reading about. I love it when people come to me with readings like this and they say, well, I don't know what to choose. So what I'll do is I'll lay out cards and go, let's look what happens if you choose choice A, choice B, choice C. It just gives you a chance to have more clarity about what you actually are looking at, like what really is entailed in these choices. So just saying, that's something worth getting a reading on. Let's see, let's move on to Thursday though for you guys. Ten of Coins coming up in reverse. Ten of Coins in reverse is telling me that there's something going on with your sense of security on Thursday. So something is happening that is making you feel less secure than you were feeling before. This can be something like maybe you leave your cell phone at home. I know for me that would be a major security issue. Because I usually am out and about alone running errands, and I don't remember anybody's phone number. I haven't had to memorize phone numbers since we got cell phones, so I wouldn't even know how to call somebody if I had trouble. So that's one way that that could come in. Another way is if there are relationship issues, sometimes if there's some kind of conflict in the relationship that can make people feel really insecure. This can also have to do with, maybe there's something going on with your housing, whether you rent your housing or you own your housing. Maybe you find out that rent is going up on your home, and you're not sure about, making that payment, especially that first month. That big choke month is the first month where you're like, oh, wow, I've got to come up with this much extra. Or what else could this be? This could be the car breaks down. This could be all kinds of different things impact our sense of security. But just something is impacting your sense of security on Thursday that is making you feel less secure than you did. I've got to tell you though, to me this feels like whatever it is kind of a, what do you want to say here? It feels like a no big deal situation, and this to me doesn't feel real heavy, like, okay, I got fired from my job or anything like that. It feels much lighter than that. So, excuse me, not anything to be concerned about, and I don't feel like you're concerned about it more than just for maybe 2 or 3 days before things are worked out. Excuse me. So let's move on to Friday, Capricorn. Nine of Swords showing up in reverse. The Nine of Swords in reverse is telling me that you did have a situation that had you kind of stressed out and maybe even distracted. So it was getting hard for you to just do your normal daily activities because you were thinking so much about this other situation. It may have even been giving you a hard time sleeping. Um, the cool thing about this card coming up in reverse is that's telling me that something has happened so that you're not so stuck on whatever that situation is now. So either something has happened that's alleviated that situation to where you're not so worried about it, or you've done your own spiritual or psychological healing so that you're not stuck on it or triggered by it, and you're coming into a place where you can be calm and peaceful and where you can focus on everyday life again. All right, so Saturday, what we have coming up is the Four of Clubs. This is my coming into the nest card. This is telling me, if there was a situation where maybe there was a short-term separation between lovers, this is those people coming back together again. So if that applies in your life, this is what that could be. This also can be if there was a rift between friends, the friends patching things up and moving forward. This can also be bringing a new baby home from the hospital. This can be family get-togethers to celebrate maybe a first communion or a birthday or whatever, anniversary. This can be somebody coming home from a military tour of duty. This can be somebody coming back from vacation, but somebody coming into the nest. Lots and lots and lots of different ways that can manifest. Kids moving back into mom and dad's house. All types of ways that this can manifest. This can also manifest at work with somebody coming back into the nest, or even in a neighborhood or in your group of friends with somebody coming back into the nest. So basically, when you're thinking of Saturday, be thinking about, okay, who is coming back into the nest? It could be you. But in most cases, I feel like this is somebody else coming back into the nest where you are, whatever that nest may be for you. Now on Sunday, we have the Knight of Swords, and Knights are action cards. They're adventure cards. So this is telling me that you're taking some kind of action on Sunday, and how appropriate that it's on Sunday, because action, when it comes to the Knight of Swords, is generally associated with something that you stand for, something that's very important to you, maybe even an important idea or an important person that you're defending whenever you have the Knight of Swords coming up. So really taking some kind of action that helps something that you are very much in support of on Sunday. Very cool. This can be working at a soup kitchen if you're support something like that. This can be I have a picture of people like protesting like at abortion clinics coming up in my head. Um, this can be doing something to help your child move forward. A child would certainly be somebody that you would stand up for and would be important to you. So there's a lot of different ways that this can play out. Some of them much bigger than others. There's a whole range of how big this can impact your life, especially in a general reading. So anyway, taking some kind of action in support of something that you believe in is the bottom line on Sunday, Capricorn. That is your week, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, hanging out, liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I do appreciate all of your support. Everyone have an absolutely fantastic week, and I will see you back here the next time. Peace out.